right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for July 2026. So I invite you to stay and take what resonates, leave what does not. This is my only account, and I'm never going to reach out first, or ever, for that matter. Don't get scammed. So many scammers on this app. So I feel like I need to pull a few here. Great. Pisces, coming out here first is the Tower. Don't be scared. It's okay. I feel like some people get really freaked out by this card. I just got an image of like fireworks. This is more of like a positive tower, if you can believe that. I feel like there is a lot of shift and a lot of change, a lot of upheaval, and it feels dramatic, and it feels like, like I don't like this very much, but I know it's going to lead to something better. I think you understood that this was going to be happening. Whatever's coming down is leading to a more grounded foundation. In the challenge position, I see the Page of Swords. I feel like you were in like a very undesirable spot, maybe in the workplace, and it just didn't allow you to grow. The Page is sometimes like the student card. The Page of Swords is specifically. I think you were understanding that this position would maybe financially compensate you fairly, but like there would not be a lot of room for growth. And at the time when you agreed to this role, it's like, okay, I'll be here for a little bit, but I don't know that I could like see myself growing here and changing, and I don't see it really pouring into me in ways that allow my like skill set to grow. And I think you're now at a point where you're like, I gotta move. But this tower is like crashing down. I think this could also be about like a relationship. And maybe it's about like a partner that is not investing fully in you and is not allowing you to grow and change and develop. And maybe you're not feeling met with that same desire to self-improve. Like this person is causing stagnation and stunting your growth. So it could be either. It could be a person, it could be a workplace. It's going to be different for every single person. But I see that the root of it is you really holding your boundaries. You're allowing this tower to come down. There's this willingness to allow this upheaval to change for the better, to change your situation for the better. These boundaries and standing your ground, it's like you're trying to justify what you're breaking. Like, yep, I just destroyed this building because it's going to help me. And people are like, what the heck are you doing? What are you doing? And you just don't feel like explaining yourself. So you're just like, this is the hill I'm climbing and I'm going to stick to it. No. I think Pisces, you have been, unfortunately, not always taken seriously in situations like this, like knowing what's for your highest good. And I think you are one of the most intuitive signs. And I firmly believe you know when it's time to move from undesirable situations and circumstances. And I think Spirit is really just like commending you that you're able to sense these calls a lot more quickly than you used to. Because maybe you used to stay in undesirable situations like this and just wait for the building to fall on its own. But you were kind of clinging to it in the process, like, oh no, my building. But now you're like, I'm not attached, it's cool, it's fine, like I'm gonna detach myself. You're kind of letting it crash and burn, and still you're justifying this and trusting yourself above anyone else. Powerful, super powerful. In the past, I see there was some deception, secrecy kind of sneaking around. There might have been like very unfavorable circumstances. If this is a workplace, there might have been some like embezzlement, or like not from you. I think like there was something you maybe discovered. Oh, you might have discovered something and you're letting that just like blow up. Whoa. That could be. It doesn't have to be everybody's situation, but I'm like, yeah, maybe you discovered something that was sketchy and you're like, I gotta report this, I can't not. And now everything is like crashing down. You might need to find a new job because of it, but like, hey, you did the right thing. I don't think that's everybody's situation. It might be for a few of you, but kind of more what I'm getting is like there was this sneaking around, this deception, like you're getting played right in your face, and you're just like, I know you're lying to me, or I know you're not being totally forthcoming with me, or I know that you're not being fully honest about the expectations you have over me. It might even been, it could have been infidelity with a partner. I have something in my eye right now, like maybe you weren't seeing everything so clearly. Now things are kind of coming to light a little bit more. Like the sneaking around was like, I can sense that something is not fully making sense. Like the math isn't mathing. So you paid attention to this, and I think that that really did assist in this transition that you're making now. I see you're focusing heavily on your friendships right now, and you're leaning on your community. There has been some discouragement with this change and with this tower coming down, because it means you have to make a lot of shifts very quickly, and it's uncomfortable, and there might be some like ridicule you're facing right now, or there might be some just like petty people. I don't know. There could be some drama in the workplace, or you might have a partner that's just like not thrilled with this change. But even so, you're focusing on your community, really leaning on them. And I see you expressing a lot of vulnerability with them. I see that you're focusing heavily on sharing what's emotionally burdensome. And in times past, I feel like you might have not felt super confident to share these things with people, because I think it made you feel weak, or it made you feel less than. And when I was talking about you not always being taken seriously, it's like, why even share? Like, I feel like people are just going to try to give me advice and, you know, tell me what's good for me. But I sense now that you found a community of people who really listen. And if you want advice, they give you advice, but more so they're there as a support system, a genuine support system. And I see that you've been feeling more comfortable sharing what's been painful and what's been hard and what's been undesirable for so long, and you're finally able to relax and release that. There may even be someone new in the picture. The Lover's card here, they're very naked, so I'm covering it. You might have found a more aligned partner for yourself, and this could also be a more aligned workplace. But regardless, the Lover's card is also about balance, meeting yourself with balance and alignment. And this is a season of allowing false structures that are inauthentic to come down, so that you can embody this alignment, so that you can embody this balance. And this balance is a structure that is firm and can't break, and is not deceptive, and is consistent. And there's been this lack of consistency, and there's been this underlying fear that you're going to get trampled over, Pisces. But this new beginning and this balance that's coming into your life is allowing positive change, where you can really lean into it. I see a lot of stability is coming forward. It's slower moving energy, but this is stable energy, something that can be built over time, something that you can invest in, that you can trust, that's consistent and grounded in reality. I think part of you is worried about this mass exodus and leaving situation, because it's going to require you to spend some time alone. And I think as intuitive as you are, there tends to be a lot of overthinking in that. And I think you're worried that this time alone is just going to be about being stuck in your mind, overthinking and overanalyzing and doubting yourself. But in actuality, I think that this time alone is going to be beneficial and vital for you to reconnect with your intuition, to really experience what balance feels like, what a calmed nervous system feels like, and what vulnerability feels like when it's a safe thing to express and experience. Vulnerability is a power, and it is a strength, and it's something that you wear so beautifully. And I think Spirit's asking you to, again, lean on your support system right now, share what feels vulnerable, and also take some time for yourself to tap into your intuition and ask for guidance, ask for support. The outcome here is, I think, a strengthened intuition. This is part of your energy. This is Cancer and Pisces energy, the High Priestess. This is going to be a very intuitive season for you, where you tap into your intuition, where you trust yourself above all else. And this is something that you've been feeling pulled to do for such a long time. And now you're like, there is absolutely no question. I have to trust myself. I have to move forward with clarity. And I am creating and becoming that clarity when I haven't found it in someone else or in something else. It's like, I have to connect with my inner guidance, because that has proven to be stable for me. And it's going to continue to be stable for me, because this is a season of where I listen to that inner voice and I lead with clarity, and that leads to success. Pisces, this is amazing. I have a lot of clarifying cards here. I don't know if you need them, but I'm going to show you anyway. The Death card is about transformation, change. Starts with upheaval, but you know, that leads to perseverance, which leads to success. I see you in a winning era right now. The King of Wands is about confidence, power, being more confident in yourself, leading with this charisma, becoming a spiritual leader, becoming a guide for others, becoming the inspiration that other people have not found within themselves yet. This is like shining a light on people's insecurities, and it might be hard for them to look at, but you're also leading them to their own healing. I think embodying this intuition it's becoming a very positive influence for your community. And you're met with the Queen of Wands here, which is, you know, a balance of divine, feminine, and masculine energy. It's about maintaining your fire, speaking courageously, leading with this power. But there's also vulnerability in there. And you're ready to shut out anything that's been undesirable, anything that has led to emotional stagnancy. If you've had undesirable love situations or workplaces, if you feel like the other people aren't sharing authentically with you, it's like you're refusing to accept this half thought through cup. Like, you're not going to accept any offer that isn't grounded in reality or isn't considerate of you. And this power and this confidence that you're embodying, you know what you deserve now. And you're not going to accept anything less. And this final card here is so positive. This is the Six of Wands. You're going to be celebrated. You're going to be recognized. This is your winning era. I'm going to keep saying it. This is your winning era, Pisces. Connecting with your intuition leads to recognition in a very positive way. Don't fear your intuition. Embrace it, embody it, and study it. Make sure you're taking time for yourself to think clearly and rest. That is your reading for July. I hope that resonated. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.